But on the other hand, in 1957, the year Martha was born was also a watershed year in a more positive way for the country's political development. It happened to be the year when the British colonial government conceded for the election of first African representatives to the Legislative Council, LegCo. Nationalist Eliud Mathu had been the first African to make a debut into LegCo when the colonial government had nominated him in 1944. Later, Daniel Arap Moi, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Tom Mboya, Ronald Ngala, among others, would make history as the first elected African politicians to step into LegCo. While all these far-reaching political developments were taking place in the capital city of Nairobi, in the far-off remote Kirinyaga village, some 200 kilometers from the political melting pot of Nairobi, Martha Wangari was growing up. She was growing up and dreaming big dreams, dreams that one day would see her transformed from that little village girl to the Iron Lady of Kenyan politics. But getting there was a long journey that took many years. The most distinctive indication that Martha was headed for big things came in 1977, when at the age of 20 she joined University of Nairobi for a law degree course. Again, just like the pre-independence period when Martha was born, Kenya of mid-70s was a country undergoing major socio-political changes. In 1975, just when Martha was turning 18, the country had witnessed the assassination of one of the most popular politicians in the country at the time, Nyandarua Member of Parliament J.M. Kariuki. Following the assassination, the country underwent a trying moment, briefly flirting with political instability, bombs, and street demonstrations before the situation calmed down. So, Martha was joining university at a time when the country and the region had lost her political innocence. The leaders of the East African countries of Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya were squabbling over political pecking order issues. President Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya. President Dr. Milton Obote, Uganda. President Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, Tanzania. It was during this period, and as a result of such squabbles, that the original East African community collapsed, and with it disappeared dreams for a united region, at least for some years. East African universities of Makerere, Dar es Salaam, as well as the University of Nairobi, where Martha had just enrolled for a law degree, were melting pots of ideas, idealism, radicalism, socialism, and communism. These were the perfect places to grow intellectually. They were also dangerous places for those too radical, as some classmates of Martha would find out. In 1978, just when Martha was joining her second year at the university, Kenya underwent yet another major political turmoil. The country's first president, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, died in August of that year. His death created yet another round of political uncertainty. However, contrary to fears of many, the transition went fairly smooth, with Kenyatta being succeeded by his vice president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. In 1980, 2 years into the new regime of President Daniel Arap Moi, Martha graduated from the University of Nairobi and opted for a career in public service as a magistrate after completing the mandatory 1-year postgraduate training at the Kenya School of Law. She worked as a magistrate from 1981 up to 1987. While in the justice sector, she served in a number of courts, including Nakuru and Kibera. In the year 1987 up to 2002, she was involved in private practice as an advocate when she formed Martha Karua and Company Advocates. While in practice, Karua is remembered for handling the highly sensitive treason trial case of Koigi Wamwere.